Audience, let's give these cadets a thunderous round of applause. Way to go. We know it was tough, and you hung in there, and you're going to reap the rewards of that. I'm certain that you're going to make a difference, and that many of you are going to continue to serve our community after you leave here today. And that's what this is really all about, getting yourself on the right track and then contributing to something bigger than yourselves. And that amazing number of community service hours that you did is just a down payment on what you're going to accomplish in the future. And speaking of community service, today I have the pleasure to introduce a man who is a shining example of what it means to serve our community and to make a positive difference in the lives of many people. And that would be State Representative Bret Klippert, who represents the 8th District based out of Kennewick. Representative Klippert serves on the Public Safety, Judiciary, Education, and Veterans and Military Affairs Committee in our state legislature. He's a very, very busy legislator. He's also served in law enforcement for 19 years, as well as serving as a teacher in elementary school, middle school, high school, and college. I don't know how he manages to get all that in, but he does. Additionally, I have the pleasure of knowing him as Lieutenant Colonel Klippert, as he is an officer and a fellow aviator in the Washington Army National Guard with more than 25 years of military leadership experience. Representative Klippert is clearly one of the Youth Academy's strongest supporters, and it's hard to imagine that there is anyone in our state with such an impressive resume of public service. So please, join me in giving a warm welcome to our friend, Representative Bret Klippert.
Wow, it's pretty cool when you get introduced by your boss. January 10, 1962. Rick Hoyt was born. And since that day, Rick Hoyt, along with his father, have competed in over 1,100 races, 30 Boston marathons, and 6 Ironman competitions. In fact, Rick Hoyt was the 25th person to be inducted into the Ironman Hall of Fame, and his father, Dick Hoyt, was the 26th person to be inducted in the Ironman Hall of Fame. Rick Hoyt has gone on to graduate from high school and has received a bachelor's degree from Boston University. Interesting note about Rick Hoyt. Rick Hoyt is a nonverbal quadriplegic. That means he cannot speak without the help of a computer, and he cannot walk. When Rick Hoyt was born, many of the professionals suggested to his parents that they should put Rick into an institution, because Rick, they said, had little chance to have a successful, normal life. July 19th, 2014. Oh, by the way, Rick Hoyt's parents disagreed. They raised Rick Hoyt to be a very successful young man. July 19th, 2014, 162 cadets entered the Washington Youth Academy. Many people had come close to giving up on them, saying there is little or no hope for them to ever graduate or lead a successful life, prospering in our society. Well, today, 20 December 2014, 144 cadets have accomplished an incredible thing, successfully completing an extremely demanding course, a course so rigorous few others in their age group would ever be able to complete. And here they are today, shining stars to see and stand before in awe. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the opportunity to speak to these cadets in the reception room of the Capitol earlier this year. And at that time, they recited a poem to me. And so I'm going to ask them to recite that same poem for you that they recited for me that day, because it touched me to the core. Commander Ayala, bring your cadets to attention have them face the audience and recite the whispering poem that you recited to me on that day.
Yes, sir. Company, attention! Up, left.
And Cadet Ayala, I don't want you to whisper it. I want these cadets to do it boldly, loudly, and passionately. Please begin.
Whispering close on God, echo here within, moving into another day, becoming the light whose words are read, kindle the darkest secrets of mine, over fears lack of direction I prevail, achieving my goals, becoming strong, I am the problem solver, I am the problem solver.
Ladies and gentlemen, this would be a good time to give them an applause. Let every person know, whether they wish your young person well or ill, that you will pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the success of your young person from this day forward. When I say now, I want you to stand and give them a loud and raucous, passionate standing ovation. Now. I wish that you'll go from this place and multiply what you've learned here at this Washington Youth Academy. What do I mean by multiply? Share with the skills, the knowledge, the principles, and the values that you've learned here with others. And then multiply those skills and talents that are already within you exponentially. There is greatness in each and every one of you. I cannot wait to hear, as General Daugherty has said, I cannot wait to hear of the great things that you will do when you leave this place, because your journey has just begun. This is only the beginning of the greatness within you. I wish you the merriest of Christmas that you've ever had. And may God bless you. May God bless your families. And may God always bless the United States of America.